Hello, all. I hope you've had a good day. Had a good day. I see so many videos on my algorithm and For You with Katniss Everdeen. I love it. I love it. I've always been a fan of Hunger Games. Always. I've watched the series multiple times. And I resonate with it times a trillion. I do indeed. And so I feel like I am a little Katniss. I know that. That's why I want to get a Phoenix tattoo. I will get a Phoenix tattoo too. Mark my words on that one. But yeah, Phoenix is definitely my spirit animal, no doubt. And I resonate with her story. Or what is it? Three fingers, I think. I'm for the people. I'm for the people. All shapes, sizes, ethnicities, religious beliefs, genders, whatever. I am love. I operate on love. I move in love, and I am for the people. And I will never stop trying to fix problems. I won't just go along with them. I won't just go along with the mundane of manipulation, gaslighting, the culture in the business front, what you need to do to gain a little money, all this stuff. I won't conform to it. I won't. I'm good with a little. I'm good with nothing. I've been in both sides of the fence, and I don't operate in it. I don't operate in it. I want nothing to do with it. I see what it does to people. And why would I want to partake in something when I see what it does to people? I see where it takes their mind. I see where it takes their soul. I see where it takes their heart. And I've been there, done that, got that t-shirt, and I nearly died. So it's I told my coworker, I learn very quickly, and I dang sure learn from my mistakes. And I try really, really hard not to make them again. I do indeed. And it's been a hard road. It's not been an easy road, but I give grace to it, and I'm beyond thankful for every portion and beacon part of my road. But I wanted to talk on something because I think this is very, very important, what I'm about to share with you guys, and I want to talk about it. So I'm going to have a very candid, transparent conversation with you when it comes to my son and I and things that I have learned in reference to parenting. Because it's so, so important. It's so, so important, okay? We need to recognize that our children watch us. They see us. They do all the time. When they're little, medium, all the way up, all the years, right? And they pick up on things. Whether you think they are or not, they do. I promise you they do. For example, my son saw me a vast majority of his life be a doormat to people and put people in front of him. You fill in the blanks for you for however you resonate with it. All right. But I'm talking on behalf of myself. All right. I have no problem being candid and transparent with people because these are all things that I've healed through and learned and forgiven myself for. It's been very, very hard for me to forgive myself in reference to my son. That has been the hardest thing for me because I have failed him in so many different ways. I have. I was always a people pleaser. I always put people's needs in front of mine, whether that was my friends groups, wow, you see that beaming light come in? That's really interesting. Wow, that's crazy. Whether it was the business I was working for at the time, whether it was, the relationship that I was in, whether it was my family, I always did. I always went above and beyond to try to make everybody happy. I did. And my son picked up on that. And those are tendencies that he carries because he saw his mother do it. All right. And when I decided last October to go in and just do me for a while, I went and I had conversations with my friends at the time. And I'm like, I just need time to myself. I need time to think. I need time to wrap my head around everything that's going on because nothing was making sense. I was exhausted of the manipulation. I was exhausted of the tactics. I was exhausted of everything. I didn't know what was right or left. And when I went in and I had these conversations with these people, they were so rude and they were so unsupportive and they were so deflective and manipulative. It's not even funny. And that was the last time I talked to my friends. Last time. And truth be told, I didn't start blocking them until this past year. They had plenty of time to reach out to me and they didn't. So there's that venture of it. But that was the first time in my life that I had ever said, I'm going to do me and I'm going to put myself first. And I'm going to take time to think and figure things out. And that was the first time in my life. Okay. And mind you, my son is 18. He just turned 18, this past August, 17 before that. So a vast majority of his life, he has seen me be overly kind, a people pleaser, and just not be true to myself, nor be true to him. All right. And so I pick up on those things in his characteristics that he carries. I know he gets it from me. I know he does. He's taken advantage of. He's stepped all over. He is always the one to flip the bill in different ways. And I mean, all these things I did. All these things I did. He saw me do it. He saw me do it. You know? Furthermore, it came to me in reference to that handy dandy conversation with my boss. That was horrific. And when I talk to my coworker, it's really hard for me sometimes because when I talk to him, things come up that I remember in conversations, stuff like that. And it's like, I go through the process of walking through what I just said and digesting it and be like, wow, that is like, wow, you know, and it's hard. Sometimes I get teary eyed. Sometimes I just need to leave early before I can tell that it's, you know what I mean? And it's just one of those things. Like right now, I'm just going through a period of time where it's like, I'm reflecting on everything that has transpired, everything that I do remember, and just moving through the mechanics of it. All right. And everybody moves through whatever in their own way. Everybody has different mechanics to their life. Everybody has different paths. Everybody has different obstacles, illusions, all this stuff. Everybody has a different thing. That's why it's very important never to judge. That's why it's very important not to cast judgment on people's children. You have no idea what they're walking through. You have no idea the battles. It's very important to never judge whatever anybody's walking through because you just don't know. You just don't know. You don't know the decisions. You don't know the choices. But it came to me when I was talking to my coworker today about it. And I'm like, just imagine how my son felt at that time. Because let's see here. That was October 2023. So he was 16. And here I am sitting there allowing my boss to talk to my kid like that and not speak up. Not speak up. You know, that right there was such a pill for me to swallow. When I said that out loud today, I was like, dang, you know, and it's not even just my boss. There's different innuendos when it came to my ex-husband, my ex, and just all various different things. You know, when it came to advocating for my kid in the school system, teachers, doctor's offices, the medical side of things, I was like Johnny on the spot. But when it came to my personal life and stuff like that, I just fell short. I fell short. I did. It's because I never knew myself. I never had a backbone and I never knew my voice. And I just say that with the most humblest heart because I just want people to understand how important it is to recognize that your kids are watching you. They are picking up on things. They do see things, and it will play out in the end. Karma always makes a way. There's always an imbalancing. And so I just wanted to put a candid video out there, very transparent, would just be very thoughtful and intentional when you have your kids around, how you are out in public or in your home life. And always know that if you're going to be put in a position where you're not being true to yourself and you're putting people on these pedestals, your kids see that. They do. And they're going to adopt that. And so if you do not want your child to be someone that is a doormat, a people pleaser, or puts people on pedestals, I strongly suggest you adopt the same. You adopt the same because that's what's going to happen. Mark my words. Mark my words. I guarantee you. It will. And I want to help people recognize that before that happens. Because I know what it feels like when it does. Alright? So I hope this video resonated. I love you guys. Thank you for all the love and support. We in this together. You know what I'm saying?